In this lesson, we're going to look at the Cartesian coordinate system and graphing ordered pairs, or graphing points on this coordinate system. Now, the Cartesian coordinate system consists of two axes, a horizontal axis and a vertical axis. The horizontal axis is referred to as the x-axis, and the vertical is referred to as the y-axis. You can see that these axes now, when they're put together, they intersect at this point right here, which we call the origin, and its values are 0, 0. It's over 0 on the x-axis, and it's up 0 on the y. And it separates it into 4 different quadrants. This is quadrant 1 up in the top right-hand corner. Quadrant 2 is in the top left. Quadrant 3 is in the bottom left. And finally, quadrant 4 is down in the bottom right. Ordered pairs, or points, will always be given to us with 2 components. The first number is always going to be the location on the x-axis, and the second number is always going to be the y position of that ordered pair. So it'll always be in this order that x will always come first, followed by the y. So if I want to plot this first point, which is 3, 4, what that wants is it wants the intersection between x equals 3. So if I were to draw in a vertical line through x equals 3, and then y equals 4 is a horizontal line through y equals 4, I can see that where those two intersect will be the point 3, 4. So this is point A right here. Looking at the second example, B being negative 2, 5, it wants the intersection between x equals negative 2. So here's the vertical line x equals negative 2. And then I want to draw a line through y equals 5. And I want where they intersect. And so we can see that at right here at this position is going to be negative 2 and 5. And then finally, one more example. We want the point 6, negative 4. We're going to go over to x equals 6, and we're going to draw a line. And then we're going to go to negative 4 along the y-axis and draw a line. And where those two intersect, that is going to be the point C that we want. Now, one more example here. I've given you a few points, and I just want to write down their coordinates. So the first point I'll look at is the blue point down here in quadrant 4. So what is its x value first? Well, I'm going to call this point A first. And so point A is going to have an x value. Well, it's at x equals 1. And then its y value, so along the y-axis, it's down here at negative 3. So A has the coordinates 1, negative 3. Looking at the second point, I'll call this B up here. Looking at its x value first, following it down to the x-axis, I can see that that's at x equals 2. And then going over to the y-axis, I can see that it's at y equals 6. There are the coordinates of B. And finally, looking at C, looking first, there's its x value. It's at x equals negative 4. So its x value is negative 4, and then its y value is at y equals 3. And so the coordinates of C are negative 4, 3.